here's God's message. Wake up, put on your clothes, put on your sandals, put on your coat, and follow me. You know what I noticed? He told him to put on his shoes, put on his clothes, take his coat. But you realize God didn't tell him to take the chains. When God is moving you out of where you used to be, when God is giving you deliverance, when God is calling upon you to walk in freedom, He is making you completely free. And He gets you to take everything that is yours, except the chains, except the thing that kept you bound, except the thing that was a symbol of your defeat, except the thing that was a symbol of what was keeping you in bondage. Take everything that is yours, but not the chains. Leave the chains behind. It is a new you. When we are stepping out in freedom, when we are stepping out in power, when we've been delivered, when we have been set free, leave the baggage. Leave the things that kept you bound. Don't try to walk in freedom, but still take the chains. Leave the chains behind. You know, it's like we could say about a job, we can say about our family, we can say about our relatives, we can say about sometimes even about the church. We can say, boy, that experience tore me apart. That experience broke my heart. You could say I was used, I was abused, I was advantaged, I lost my money, I lost my dignity, they insulted me, they humiliated me. You can say all kinds of experiences that you have. And then you can say, but God delivered me. If it were not for God, I would have faltered. I didn't know how I made it through that moment. I didn't know how I made it through the divorce. I didn't know how I made it through all the false accusations. I didn't know how I made it through the lies. I didn't know how I made it through the oppression. But God has brought me out. God's message to you is get up. Take all that is yours. Enjoy your freedom, but leave the symbols of pain and oppression behind. In other people's eyes, sometimes you might never move on. Other people might always see you as they used to see you. Other people might always see you as the mistake that you made. Other people might always see you as the problem that you have. Other people might always see you as the vices that you used to have, the addictions you used to have, the crimes you used to commit, all kinds of things. But you know you're free, you walk free. You lift your head up high. You make your shoulders broad. You shut out the negativity. You say, God, I hear the voices. I hear them saying, but he used to be and she used to be. The key word is used to, past tense. Now I'm in a new era. I'm in a new season. My life is different. I'm pressing forward and I'm not taking the chains. You know, there's something about the story of the prodigal son. The pig pen was the symbol of his defeat. The pig pen and the pigs were the symbols of his fall from grace. Sometimes we mess up, you know. Sometimes nobody is responsible for our problems but ourselves. We made mistakes, we made bad judgments, we make wrong choices, we were rude, we were arrogant, we were immature, we were foolish, we were ignorant, we were all kinds of things. There are times when we make mistakes, there are times when we mess up, we falter. And when we decide to arise and move into a new life, to free ourselves from all the weaknesses of human nature that entrapped us and put us in the pig pen, when we are moving forward, leave the pigs. Leave the pigs behind and put on a new robe. It's a new life. It's a new experience. It's a new you. You don't have to be constantly worried about what you used to be and what has happened. You're now moving forward. I want us to look at something from the book of Judges, chapter 15 and verse 17. Boy, that was quick. This is Samson. Samson, after he got into a fight, he had a brutal battle, and he had no weapons. He looked around and he saw the jawbone of a donkey. He grabbed the jawbone and he used it as a weapon. He won the battle. He defeated everybody. And it was like if you could put your mind, put your emotion, your imagination in gear. It was like a movie. When Samson was finished, he said, "Yes!" He pumped up himself. He said, "I won. Look at them. Look at all the enemies scattered. Look at all of them fallen. Oh, just with this jawbone of a donkey, I was able to win. I'm done. I won." And then this is what he said. And it came to pass when he had made an end of speaking. That's after he pumped himself. You know, when you read the different translation, you get a real vibe of what was going on there. That he cast away the jawbone out of his hand. He threw away the jawbone. Sometimes you fight. Sometimes it is tough. It was brutal. It was difficult. The experience was difficult. You struggled. All kinds of things happen. But when the battle is finished, when you won, when you win, throw away the jawbone. You don't need that anymore. The battle is finished. You already won. Throw away the symbol of fight. Throw away the symbol of pain. Throw away the symbol of struggle. Throw away the problem, the things that caused you problem. Leave that behind. And if you continue to read, he went to God and said, "God, I'm thirsty." God gave him water to drink. God refreshed him. Move on. Throw away the instruments of warfare. Because now you're free. There are so many people who have all kinds of disputes, all kinds of problems, and it continues to, the problems continue to be a problem. The pain continue to be a hurt, a pain. The disappointment continue to be a disappointment. The struggle continue to be a struggle because you keep carrying it behind them. Even though the battle is done, you won, you move on. God set you free. God gave you the victory. Now live and be happy. Live like somebody victorious. A lot of problems we have in human relationships are because we're not leaving the baggage behind. We're carrying too much baggage. And then we sing about forgiveness. We preach about forgiveness. We talk about forgiveness. We talk about all these things. But sometimes it's a struggle to make it happen in real.